our life to the best, fullest possible capacity. We can take actions, daily actions, to become that person we dream of. We absolutely can. It all happens by taking action. All of it happens by taking action. Hi, I'm Kimberly Bengali. Welcome to my channel, True Stature. It's the place to be to create a life you love, fueled by your personal truth. It turns out that building your dream life isn't as difficult as we've all made it out to be, and I'm finding this out for myself. It's all coming down to daily actions and new habits that I'm building, to noticing what needs to be worked on and what will most impact my life and putting my efforts there. I am doing that currently, and I'm doing it in front of you for a reason. I want to bring you hope. I want to help you see that you can do great things in your life. It all happens by taking action. All of it happens by taking action. We need to know exactly what it is we are trying to build in the first place. In other words, get really clear on what your goal is. Really clear. Lewis Howes, I love him. He's from the School of Greatness. That's his podcast, YouTube channel, everything. He has taught one way to really get clear on what your dream life is to map out a day in that life. Your perfect day scenario. Super, super important. It's helped me so much. Map out your ideal day from start to finish. You wake up, you do what first? What do you have for breakfast? Who do you see when you wake up? What are your activities those first few hours of the day? Do you go out with friends later in the day? Or are you working on a very important project to you? Are you traveling? Are you planning a trip if you're not traveling that day? What are you wearing? What do you smell like? Where are you living? What places are you visiting? Who are you seeing? What kind of person are you behaving as? Are you confident? Are you bold? Are you powerful? Whatever it is, what is that perfect day scenario version of you? And what is the perfect day from start when you get up to bedtime, when you go to sleep, when you lay your head on that pillow? What did that day look like? I challenge you to write this out or type it out, put it down on paper, because from that perfect day scenario, you can truly define who you need to be to become the person who lives that perfect day scenario. These things will help you determine the areas in your life that you need to change, where you need to take direct action. If you've been playing small because you're afraid. I know for me that the woman that I described in my perfect day scenario was more confident and more bold than I had been behaving in my life. And guess what? Since then, I've been taking more action. I see the woman I want to be in that perfect day scenario, and in so seeing her, I am starting to behave like her. Doing things like making videos that I'm terrified of making on YouTube, out there for the world to see as I am, not at my perfect weight yet, not at my perfect confidence level, not at my ideal speaking skills level, all these things. This took courage. And you know what? I feel the strength. I feel the strength from doing the actions enough times that I'm starting to feel like a courageous woman. Do you see how that works? As I take direct action towards my health and fitness goals, I am starting to feel more confident and beautiful about how I look. I am drinking more green smoothies, and I'm exercising on a pretty daily basis, and I'm meditating and doing direct actions that are leading to that person that I'm trying to become. And I'm loving myself more every day because of it. And it would be natural to follow that as you become that person that lives that dream life, then that dream life will naturally happen. If you're more industrious or more bold or courageous or more loving or more giving, it's going to bring that life that you're aiming for towards you, just naturally. If you start taking the action and start doing the things that that person would do, then that person will naturally emerge. It's little steps, baby steps. Don't feel overwhelmed by this. You are whole and complete as you are. You are amazing, you are vital, you are powerful and wonderful just the way you are. But of course, there's things we want to do to better our lives. There are goals and dreams and visions we have that require us to change. Take the direct action necessary to become that person. And this is such a profound truth that I'm finding out in my own life. It's actually working. I am here to tell you this works. I'm here to tell you if you have a solid foundation, a solid foundation, and then you build upon that with daily action. You build upon that, taking very specific steps that match that person you want to be, not the one you are currently. Again, remember, it all comes down to this. Here's where you are. Here's where you want to be. Here's where you are. Here's where, I gotta make sure I'm in the frame. Here's where you are. Here's where you want to be. There's these characteristics in that person of who you want to be. You're going to work on that and that and that, and voila, all of a sudden, you're where you were hoping for. It's miraculous and it's simple because you took basic action on a foundation that was strong and solid. We are meant to grow and change in this life. Absolutely. And we have to trust the process. We need to trust that there's a process for us to follow. And it's liberating to begin taking action. Freedom will only come as we take action. If you're diligent about taking these steps of creating who your ideal scenario is and what that day looks like, and then studying that, finding the key characteristics of that kind of person, and then applying your mental energies and your heart and soul into becoming those things through daily actions, it works. You have been given the exact roadmap to that arch of freedom that you need to walk through to create the woman that you want to be, the man that you want to be, whoever you are.
Like that.
So define exactly who you want to become. Write it down, study it, and see what the characteristics of that type of person are. Write those down and begin to take action to build strength in those areas. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope this helped you. Be sure and subscribe in the links below. And if you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. I will see you next time. Bye.